2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed in letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, D.A. Many players on their best behavior to start the year. Do things get more chippy as the season goes on?
If you were in a marriage, Kevin, let's say, and you are. Let's say you had what's called the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
Right around December, that's about your 5th year of marriage. And guys start to think about, you know what, I keep seeing you every day, and I don't like how it is that I'm playing, and I don't like where we are right now. It's cold in this gym. What is going on? That might spill over occasionally to competition on the floor.
Well, because my wife plays this game, watches our broadcast,
yeah.
I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
I'm looking at you, Kevin, and I cannot believe you just said that.
I can't believe she's playing it. And now the New York Knicks starters. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Smith and Trier, the tandem in the backcourt. And it's Barrett at the 3. And for Brooklyn, they've got Kyrie Irving. LeVert out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in a 2-guard. Here is Durant. He dishes it to Harris. Got a piece of it. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Now here's Irving over Smith. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
Nice mid-range, Jay. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's Barrett. And it's blocked.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Harris against Smith. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Inside, and stolen by Jordan. Irving passes to KD. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. LeVert finds Irving. The three-pointer, no good. Here's New York. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Plays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Recognizing spacing on the floor there, Dennis Smith Jr. with a nice job of delivering.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to Irving. No one near him. Randall grabs the board.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And with the Knicks rebuilding their roster this summer, there is hope in the air.
Well, 2 big swings they were hopeful to take. One was at the draft and ending up getting the 2nd overall pick in R.J. Barrett. Certainly points the team in the right direction. The second one was in free agency. And unfortunately for the New York Knicks, again, a bit of a swing and a miss. So we'll see if through some youth and maybe some flexible contracts, the Knicks can find a way to finally construct something in Gotham.
And he knocks down the first one. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Smith against Irving. The pass to Durant. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
That's where Durant is making a living right now, a sensational jump shooter and a deadly release.
Pass to Barrett. Pass to Trier. 6 to shoot. Corner shot. And Barrett gets it to go.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Irving against Smith. Irving kicks to KD for 3. Good on the triple. KD's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Randall. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin, you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Now LeVert after R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go.
Well, that's where they look to him most. DeAndre Jordan with arms that go on for days. Just toss that ball anywhere, and he knows what to do with it.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Trier. To the inside. Barrett. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Pass to LeVert. There's the triple. Robinson pulls it in. For New York, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Smith, the pass to Robinson. Now, here's Barrett. LeVert defending, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
First free throw is good. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against Minnesota. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. Irving surveying the floor. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I think Mitchell Robinson is one of those guys. We saw it last year. He might get 4 or 5 blocks a game. So many players tempted to shoot outside shots because Mitchell would play off of them, and then quickly he would get to them and deflect the shot. So incredible quick twitch fibers and quick to the ball to make an impact defensively.
The first free throw is good. And with Robinson, if he played a full 40 minutes every game, Brent, his block numbers would be outstanding.
Look at you, Kevin, digging into the per 36 minutes statistics.
Yeah.
I like it. He's a great rim protector. He has great activity down there. And if he can stay with the game plan, I think Coach Fizdale is going to find ways to give him more minutes in this season.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. The pass to LeVert. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Another shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Irving with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota.
He's passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Barrett, the feed to Randall, and stolen by Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Barrett, and he lays it straight in. Barrett's got 9.
They look to Barrett in these spots because they trust the young man's ability to finish in the open court.
Smith against Irving. Right side, Kevin Durant. Back to Irving. Lock at 6. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. He's got 5.
Trying to find that consistency from distance that's stretching out the defense, and that's why Kyrie always has an available driving lane.
That's a 2 from Smith. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Harris. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Chandler comes in for Kevin Durant. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Joe Harris. And here is Irving. 5 points in the game. Payton finds Portis over Allen. Nice shot by Portis.
Assistant
And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Gibson. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Payton drives in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Allen outside. Back to Irving. Offline with his 3.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now here is Irving. But they'll get another chance. Tries again. Allen, that's good.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Irving against Payton. And the layup's good off the glass. Payton's got 8 points.
Well, Alfred Payton on a straight line drive. Pretty fearless on that attack.
Dinwiddie wide open. And a miss there on the triple. New York leading by 4. To the paint and stolen by Prince. Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by Portis. And it's Allen with the jam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Now Morris. His last outing, he had 8 points. Payton passes to Portis. And it's sent back by Allen. Here's Dinwiddie. The quick look, no good that time. And here are the Knicks. Payton dishes to Barrett. Pass to Portis. And it's sent back by Allen. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Kevin Knox is checked in for the Knicks. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 45% from the field early. Now here's Irving. He's got 5. Here's Prince. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, you can't be late when Taurean Prince is coming in there. He comes with such aggressiveness and force. Hard to slow down.
And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But, Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul. See the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
The first one falls.
And a breakthrough season for Marcus Morris in 2018 and 19. Career highs almost across the board.
And Morris drops them both. You know, Greg, the Celtics are encouraging their players to take mental health just as serious as their physical health. Marcus Morris brave enough to say that helped him a lot.
I mean, the Morris twins growing up in the hard streets of Philly, I mean, a lot to overcome, but by getting some help, that's exactly what Marcus is doing.
Dinwiddie with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. That's 7 points for Kyrie Irving. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 1. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. For teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And he makes the first. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
Tons and tons of playing time to be had in New York for Coach Fizdale. Second-round players, second-chance players. A lot of these guys are going to get their shot. Of course, R.J. Barrett, the guy they're going to lean on most to see what he's capable of doing and how quickly he can learn. The Knicks have a ton of developing to do this year.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Knicks trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Payton. And that one hits back iron.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Irving from long range. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Knicks shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Karuch. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For New York, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
2 shots.
Good from Payton.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
And both free throws good for Payton. 5 seconds left in the first. And Irving launches it from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Knicks, Barrett not, so the wingman. Morris is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. Now here's Payton. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Yep, that one goes in there.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Irving against Payton. It's Allen, top of the key. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Payton attacking. And the dunk by Payton.
Yeah, I could talk about the vertical, but how about Payton's speed, putting that to use on that dunk?
Nets leading by 4. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? They can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, I mean, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as a big.
Both ends of the floor, I totally agree. Here's Smith following the basket by Kyrie Irving. The drive by Smith, and the layup is good. Smith's got his first bucket of the night.
That's a pretty gritty play there by Dennis Smith Jr.
Irving against Smith. Outside Irving. Passes it to Karuch. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A shot by Trier, no good. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now, here is Smith, down low. Morris passes to Trier. Shoots over Dinwiddie. A shot by Trier, no good. The Nets with the lead. Here's Karuch. Good work defensively by Morris.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Durant. Over Randle. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
What a nice touch from KD. There's no spot on the floor where he doesn't feel confident from.
Smith surveying the D. There's the pass to Morris. Over Irving. Morris, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Knox, the pass to Trier. Back to Knox. Up again. It's good on the putback. Smith's got the game tied up here for New York.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Irving. 14 points for him. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Harris LeVert comes in for Rodions Kurucs. And Harris subbed in for Irving. And New York with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in for Marcus Morris. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. Second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Taj Gibson's checked in for Julius Randle. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. The Knicks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Outside Robinson. Pass to Trier. The 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 5. What a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists tonight.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And here comes Harris leading the fast break. That shot is off. And New York the other way now. Here's Knox. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Dinwiddie finds Jordan. Passes it to Durant. No good from outside.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
Knox the pass to Robinson. Over Jordan. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Here's Trier, guarded by Harris. Outside Gibson to the left wing. Here's Knox. And that one is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Durant, no good. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Dennis Smith Jr. just playing hard right now and using some of that force from the point guard position.
taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
The 9th pick in the 2017 NBA draft, Smith Jr. made the NBA's all-rookie team after a very solid first year in Dallas, averaging 15 points and 5 assists. And he sure is not looking to stop there.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Prince is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
Dinwiddie against Smith. Pass to LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. LeVert's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
In the corner, Gibson with it. And again, New York with the triple.
Gibson got that shot off pretty quick there, ready to pull as the ball was approaching.
Dinwiddie finds LeVert. Robinson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. So for the Knicks, there it comes in for Alonzo Trier. And it's Payton in for Dennis Smith. Lobs it up for Jordan.
And DJ knows his role on the offensive end. It's pretty simple. An efficient shooter in the post and a great roller.
New York's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. The pass to Robinson. Jordan with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Here's Dinwiddie. Prince, that's for 2. That shot missing, and New York will come the other way. Knox, the pass to Barrett. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And what a basket by Barrett, looking unafraid to take on these difficult challenges down low.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Dinwiddie. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 43% from the field. Payton on the double team. Pass to Prince. Harris with it. Shot clock at 6. Off on the layup. The Knicks shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Barrett. Barrett's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. LeVert with it. 5 points in the game. And here is Chandler. Now Prince passes to LeVert. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Barrett the pass to Knox. Now here is Robinson. He feeds it to Peyton. And it's blocked by Jordan.
2 minutes.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Harris finds LeVert. Back to Harris. From the arc. Kept alive. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And that one against the Pistons. It's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
First free throw is good.
Now, last season, DeAndre Jordan bouncing from Dallas to the Knicks. And now here with the Nets, a lot of movement, but still excited about this opportunity that he has in Brooklyn to play with the Nets.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And then for New York, Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Knox. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And with Jordan, he's still a nightly double-double threat.
I think the idea with DeAndre Jordan is for most of his career, his game has been kept simple. Be a rim protector, set screens, and dive to the basket. And with the likes of a Kyrie Irving on your floor, it's similar to his opportunities with Chris Paul. And so opportunities for DeAndre Jordan here in Brooklyn are going to open up offensively.
Free throw good from Morris.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. It's rebounded by New York.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
That's good from Gibson.
Taj Gibson is tough, proven veteran who plays well on both ends of the court.
Peyton against Irving. Pass to Prince. And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. And they pick up 2. Here's New York. They're on a 16-7 run. To the middle. Here's Portis. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Nets trail by 5.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here. It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And Jordan sends it back. Here's Prince. They get it back.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. New York moving it around. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. A nice shot by LeVert.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stops, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Looking at the Nets. Kenny, some perspective, please.
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possession. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Aggressive. I called them up earlier. I like it. They're taking it hard to the rack, dictating the pace, setting the physical tone. You're not going to get that by launching threes all night. Everybody knows that.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. They've got Karis LeVert. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Fires from deep. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 17 now.
And this is Barrett at his best. Looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here is Smith. Now, here's Barrett. Freer from long range. Brooklyn with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. And Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And D.A., that's when he is at his best. Thank you.
The line for your next.
You know, Kevin, can Dennis Smith Jr. not rely on just trying to be explosive all the time? Can he play with some poise and patience and get the in-between game going to help this offense do what it needs to do to function efficiently? That is the task at hand for Dennis Smith Jr. as he plays for the New York Knicks this season.
Free throw good, Jordan. And Brent, you and I were just talking about this with Smith. He's learning to pass out of or turn to a floater more often on his drives.
Yeah, that's because he used to be able to, because of his athleticism and playing against lesser talent, burst by guys and have no obstruction. Well, in the NBA, it doesn't quite work that way. You've got to find ways to, once you get into the gaps, have decisions at the ready, whether that's to score or make plays for your teammates. That's where Dennis Smith Jr. has to improve.
The pass to Barrett. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Tipped away. It goes out of bounds. That one off Levert.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. He's coming off an excellent season. 11th in assists, 13th in steals, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man. A nice shot by KD.
Well, that could have easily been an N1. Durant showing terrific body control after contact.
Smith kicks to Robinson. Feeds to Barrett. Shoots over Levert. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Barrett.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Pass to Irving. With the teardrop. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Trier, guarded by Harris. Trier passes to Barrett, outside for Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Back to Irving. They get it back. Jordan can't get it to go. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. You take a look at Harris. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Now here's Durant. Following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. Robinson with the block. And they'll keep possession. And they get it back. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 3.
Well, here's a bit of an anomaly on the offensive end here tonight. DeAndre Jordan taking control and imposing his offensive will.
Randall no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Barrett. 19 points in the game. Here's Robinson. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense there from KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him. And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
And the first one drops. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
Carew just checked in for Brooklyn. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Kyrie Irving. That one misses. Knicks trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Trier passes to Randall. A second chance effort. Barrett kicks to Robinson. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Robinson's got his first 2 points.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Brooklyn, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Knicks trail by 3. Robinson up top and stolen by Jordan. Passes it to Karuch. Now here's Dinwiddie. Defense is right there. Here's Karuch. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to Barrett. Randall right side. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. KD's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And so it's New York with it. Here's Trier. He's got 7. Smith outside. Randall outside. From past the arc. The shot misses. Some solid defense there from KD. Lets it go from deep. Randall grabs the board.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
To the inside. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Barrett, no good. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded close. Back to Allen. Outside Durant. It's good from long range. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And it's Smith penetrating.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Portis comes in for Robinson. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Alonzo Trier. Nets leading by 6. Poked loose. It's taken away by Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
That's all Smith Jr., the start and the finish on the break.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. Allen against Portis. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Smith. And it's sent back by KD.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
Here's Dinwiddie. That one no good. And New York the other way now. Smith against Dinwiddie. And it's Smith penetrating. Bucket is good. Smith's got 11 points.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Offensive rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Randall. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. 9 points in the game so far. Harris's shot is off. And here are the Knicks. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And then Randall slams it in.
Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, and putting on a bit of a show here.
It's the Nets now. A 2-point game. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. And then for New York, Taj Gibson's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Payton in for Smith. And stolen by Payton. It's tipped and stolen by Prince. And stolen by Portis. Here's Barrett. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Dinwiddie finds KD. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by New York.
Well, great to see KD back on the court. That heartbreaking moment where he went down in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals. Wow, so hard, Greg, to watch.
And KD clearly gave everything he had to try and win in the finals. Warriors fans appreciate his efforts. Softened the blow as he left for the Nets. The Warriors ownership already promising to retire Durant's number up in the rafters.
That's good from Durant.
I think there's just been a lot of respect for the approach of Kevin Durant over the course of the past couple seasons, especially with the Warriors, wanting to be a better defender, better rebounder, better rim protector. Of course, we think of scoring first, but man, the defensive end and what he's done to take some pride on that end has been impressive.
Here's Dinwiddie after R.J. Barrett's bucket. Allen outside. And the pass to Durant. Shoots the 3. The Knicks pull it in. And with Durant, the non-scoring aspects of his game almost get forgotten.
Well, Kevin has put up 5 or 6 assists a game over the last couple seasons. It helps to have 2 of the greatest shooters in the league on your side. It's going to be interesting to see how he develops after the injury and what he comes back to as a player in a new system with new teammates and more mileage on that body.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. 8th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Now here's Irving after Taurean Prince's miss. Irving with it. He's got 14. Prince wide open. But they get it back.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board. And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the schneid.
Morris passes to Portis. Payton against Prince. Here's Portis. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Portis has got his 2nd basket.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Irving finds Prince. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Dinwiddie. It's rebounded by New York. Portis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Morris outside. Pass to Portis and stolen by Prince. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Offensive rebound. Allen kicks to Prince, trying to end the drought. The shot, no good.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Nets trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And 5 straight triple-doubles last season for Alfred Payton, showing his all-around impact.
Amazing with his size and athleticism at the point guard position that he has that kind of versatility. That's some lofty company. I mean, 5 straight triple-doubles. What an amazing run by EP.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Allen, and Karis LeVert subbed in for Dinwiddie.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game, and so hard to guard without fouling.
Passes it to Gibson. Now Portis. Smith trying to break loose. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got the lead up to 9 now for New York.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Chandler, and that one drops for him.
Right now, Chandler's activity is paying off. You got to put a body on him.
The Knicks leading by 7. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith outside. Pass to Portis. Shot from 12. That one wide left. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Prince fires. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now just a 5-point Knicks lead.
Well, a good shooter and has some range. Taurean Prince welcoming all catch and shoot opportunities.
And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Smith and Trier, the tandem in the backcourt. Portis is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Morris in at the small forward. Now, here is Morris. Misses off the right iron. And here is Prince. On the wing, Irving. Over Smith. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Trier. LeVert defending. Smith kicks to Morris. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 16th rebound on the night.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Trier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. First one falls for him. A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Portis, and Kevin Knox is subbed in for Morris. Good on both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
It's taken away by Smith. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Knox misses. And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Nets trail by 7. Now LeVert. Outside Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 18 points for Kyrie Irving.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Now here is Smith. Robinson for three. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The Knicks leading by 4. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Knox. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Gibson. Count it.
Tough to throw Gibson off. When he's looking to score, he powers through whatever defense is there and gets it done.
And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. It's taken away by Smith. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Trier. Good D by Irving. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And there's the pass to Trier. 16 feet away, and it's in off the backboard. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Odion Kurucs, he's checked in for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Taurean Prince. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Randall's checked in for Taj Gibson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. There's Trier with the 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. Nets trail by 9. Harris outside. Irving drives in. Goes back up. He lays it in. Irving's got 22 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Irving against Smith. And again, it's New York.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Irving. Now Harris. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Let's keep it alive.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Trier. Now the dish to Robinson. Smith left side. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Passes it to LeVert. He kicks it to Jordan. Pass to Irving. Lets it go with the 3. Good work defensively by Smith. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Trier, that's good.
Well, that's awareness there from Randall. He keeps an eye out for his open teammate.
Nets trail by 9. Irving passes to Jordan. Now the pass to LeVert. Pops it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here is Smith to the paint. Here's Trier. He can't get that one to fall. The Nets go the other way with it. On the wing, Irving. Covered by Smith. Irving Irving against Smith. And they double up Jordan. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Robinson pulls it in.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Irving. The 9-footer's on the mark. Irving's got 24 points.
Like seeing Kyrie pull the trigger from right there when he's got his feet underneath him. Those percentages go way up.
Trier passes to Randall, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul.
An expanding offensive game for Julius Randle, as the first few years he was driving in with his head down and not able to finish around taller players on the interior part of defenses. But last year, tremendous finisher, added some three-point shooting, and was much better from the mid-range. He becomes a bit of a matchup nightmare if he's got all three of those things working.
That free throw good from Randall. And Brent, the blend of strength, agility, and speed makes Randall a handful when he's going downhill.
He's dangerous around the rim, Kevin, and if he's got a live dribble where he's caught the ball around the elbow or the top of the key and can put the ball down on the deck and get up to speed, he becomes tough to guard. Be really interesting if the Knicks can explore him in some transition opportunities, getting out on the break where he might be able to rebound and push it out, a la a Draymond Green type of play.
And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Karis LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. He's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. The Knicks leading by 8. Now here is Smith. Pass to Robinson, over Jordan, and the Knicks miss again. The Nets have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Durant, and it goes down 2 points. Durant's got 19 points.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here is Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Just attacking the basket right there. Smith Jr. goes up strong every time he gets in there.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. And the Nets with possession here. Outside Irving. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, Kyrie Irving being unselfish there, making a nice play for his guys.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Leading by 5. Passes to Barrett and stolen by Jordan. Robinson kicks to Barrett. Here's Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
Ball fake, simple and effective. Good to see Dennis Smith Jr. use it there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He throw good, Smith. One is no good.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
Nets trail by 6. Irving with it. Now Smith defending. LeVert with a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 8th assist here tonight. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Trier. LeVert defending. And the Knicks miss again.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Irving. Harris outside. Back to Irving. That one misses. Randall with some nice D. Smith outside. Robinson passes to Barrett. Back to Robinson. New York moving it around. Irving with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Harris outside for Durant. It's stolen by Barrett. The Knicks leading by 3. Smith with it. Good D by Jordan.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
It's good. And it's now 26 points for Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie coming alive. He does that at this stage of the game.
Trier passes to Barrett. Smith inside, covered by Irving. The turnaround. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Yes, Dennis Smith Jr. not afraid.
Irving with the ball. Now Smith defending. A deep 3 from Durant. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. New York shooting here in the 4th quarter around 41%. Here's Barrett. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The energy Barrett plays with puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
1:36 left in the game. KD's shot is off.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
Short, and again with the rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. Harris against Smith. Here's Barrett. Shoots over LeVert. Barrett, no good. Nets trail by 5. On the wing, Irving. The offensive rebound. And another shot. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Randall. Kicks to Smith. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting for New York.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 5. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, R.J. Barrett.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
.34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Robinson. Barrett wide open. He fires. And too long on the shot. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. LeVert inside the line. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're down by 6. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
.11 seconds left in the game. And here's Barrett. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for New York, R.J. Barrett. At the line for 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. The deep three from Irving. Off the mark. So it's New York picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where has your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. You know, sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.